Vibes. I am your host, Hunter Dixon, and today we'll be talking with Winnie Lee Chu about how Google and law of attraction are similar. Now, before Winnie Lee joins us, here's a reminder for our listeners. If you have questions or comments during the show or at any time, visit us at facebook.com/positivevibesshow. Winnie Lee Chu is an attraction marketing expert based in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. She has been a student of law of attraction for over 20 years and has specifically focused on how to raise one's vibration. She's here to help you explore the secrets of attracting more of what you want. Winnie Lee, thanks for joining me on Positive Vibes.
Thanks, Hunter.
Well, it's this Google and law of attraction. They're similar, but how are they similar?
Well, you know what? It's really interesting because let's take an example. When you do a search on Google, what do you type in? You usually go and type in what you're looking for, right?
Uh-huh.
And you don't go and type in like what you don't want. So see, that's one of the similarity, whereas that you really just go and search for what you're looking for. And what happened when when Google comes back with a whole bunch of searches? If let's say they are similar, what happens? Do you get excited or do you kind of like, oh?
No, it's great. I love it when Google comes back and they have similar stuff and sometimes things I haven't even thought of, but it makes me feel like I'm closer to my goal.
Exactly. See, that's the same thing with on Google, right? You get law of attraction. One of the same thing is you keep constantly search for matches. When you go and type in Google what you want, then they come up with a whole bunch of stuff that are similar and getting closer to your matches. And if it's not, then you were kind of like, oh, like what you just said. It might surprise you with something that you have never thought of. Then you will go dig deeper into that, right? And go and refine your searches.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's similar to law of attraction as well.
Well, when the Google search brings me what I'm wanting, I'm actually attracting that to myself. I never thought of that before.
Yeah, exactly, because you will get excited. The more it comes back to the theory, whatever you put your attention, energy, and focus to, you will get more of that.
And I'm focused on what has been manifest.
That's right, and because before you know it, you look at something, you may be looking for, example, a headset for your phone. Then you kind of go look up, you search, and then all of a sudden you see a whole bunch of matches, whole bunch of lists, and then you could dig deeper. And before you know, who knows, you might end up finding something you specifically like, and there might be even a sale going on, which you never even thought of before.
It's really quite incredible.
So that's one thing I really say, it's so similar to law of attraction, because you focus on more of what you want, and that's how you attract, increase your vibration, get more positive vibe by keep focusing on what you want.
True.
And you get excited. The second thing is you really get excited about your match.
Right, and when you type into Google, do you ever tell it where to look for the results?
No, you don't do anything like that, right? Do you? Like you trust Google that they will come up with a whole bunch of things that might or might not match your result. But you don't.
So the search engine does it all.
Exactly. So same thing for us in law of attraction, which myself included, probably sometime we might want to speed things up. We think we might want to speed things up by directing it a certain way, but it's not. If you really allow things to happen, they come much easier and more at their own will than us enforcing something.
Wow. So you let the search engine figure it out.
Exactly.
So how does that relate to law of attraction? How does that relate?
Well, See how law of attraction does is, you get excited when the search engine matches more of what you want. So for law of attraction, it's the same thing. If you allow it, then the matches will come in and you get excited and you celebrate these matches. And so for law of attraction, it's the same thing. When you find, for example, back to the same thing, when we're looking for a headset, then we find that, then oh wow, this is better and closer to what I want, or this is exactly what I want. So you get excited about that matches. And before you know it, you will end up with that.
Well, when you're using the internet, how do you know you found the real good information that you're looking for?
Okay. Well, back to the same thing when, all the law of attraction tips that we keep talking about. One of the thing is, how you feel. If you feel good, normally that is a good indicator that things are working.
Okay.
Right?
So whether you're doing it on the internet or in real life, you determine your success by how you feel?
Exactly. Right. I mean, same thing if you're like, looking for attracting something like a mate, for example, out there, right? If you go and find somebody instantly, you might know it's a good match or not good match by how you feel. If you don't feel good around them, then I shouldn't be around that person that much.
Okay.
Right? But unfortunately, we don't do that in real life. We might be spending too much time with somebody we don't like.
Ah. Well, so tell us about the law of attraction as a search engine. How would you describe it?
It's fast. You really focus on asking for what you want. You get excited when it's a match. Like, like Google, you kind of you will go, when you find something you like, you actually would get excited. There's the closeness of the match. You don't go and, you don't go and tell Google because it has no voice. It's just on your computer. Oh, I don't like what you're doing. You will actually go and physically type something else that would be maybe hopefully get you closer to your matches, right?
Okay.
You don't go and scream at them and say, no, I don't like this. Maybe you shut down your computer.
So
yeah.
you need to be mindful of what you input when you do your, whether you're doing it on Google or as law of attraction in life. You have to be mindful about what you are asking for.
Exactly. And the more clarity you have on that, then the easier and faster you're going to get what you want.
Ah, so all right. So clarity and mindfulness of the input.
Yes, definitely.
Pretty amazing.
It is amazing. And it's so fast once you get it.
So with law of attraction, if you want something, what is one key thing that you think our listeners should be aware of?
One key thing is, the more clarity you have on what you want, and the more you allow, and the more, you keep working on focusing on what you want, the faster you can be able to draw that to you.
Yeah, I guess because then you're not having your thoughts cluttered with the things that you don't want.
That's exactly then where most people and myself sometimes get, blocked down. It's really because we're focusing on the thing that's not showing up yet, and we get frustrated about that.
Do a lot of people behave that way?
Well, I think the best way to look at it is if you can really tell if people are happy or not happy. If they feel by how they feel, by looking, like if you're meeting somebody, if they're really genuinely happy or how they feel in the conversation, then that's a good question to ask other people. And you could tell if somebody's happy or not. Then I bet you most of the time if someone's happy, then they're getting a lot more of what they want. And you can tell by the vibration. Like some people, you're around them, they're like I know I have been around people just right away. It's like, wow, I want more of that. And then the other people, it's like, they would tell you, oh, guess what? I just got laid off at a job, or so I just broke up with my boyfriend, or a lot of different things. It's just how you use it, and it's all written in you.
Well, The law of attraction, that's the thing to do.
Exactly.
Well, Winnie, how can our listeners make contact with you?
Well, you can find me on facebook.com/Positive Vibe Show, and you can leave me comment there.
Oh,
You could go to my website, winnieleechew.com as well, and also send me a message from there as well. And also on Facebook, you can find me under Winnie Lee Chew as well to send me a quick message if you want to get a hold of me.
awesome. Winnie, it has been a pleasure talking with you today. Are there any final words for our listeners?
Yeah, the law of attraction is a magnificent search engine. So be really mindful of your input and get excited about fast result and the closest of the match and all the things that law of attraction is doing.
Well, Winnie Lee, thank you so much. And thanks to our listeners for joining us on Positive Vibes. Remember, you can follow us at facebook.com/Positive Vibes Show. And just a reminder that if you enjoyed the show, please share us with your friends on Facebook and on Twitter. Thanks for listening. This is Positive Vibes.
Thanks, Hunter.
Thanks for listening. To learn more about the law of attraction and to get access to all exclusive resources and interviews, visit www.winnieleechew.com. That's www.winnieleecheus.com.